Well, right now we're on day 4. We started on Monday morning, and as you remember, we had all that stuff in my shop, and to me this is like a jigsaw puzzle because we took it all out of the shop and then we packed it away inside of what I call my box, which is my trailers, and then we're putting the jigsaw puzzle back together again, okay? So now you're starting to see all the elements come back together. We have flat concrete. They just give us little areas that we're allowed to set up in, the size of the show we're allowed to have, and they start trucking the sand in, and we start utilizing it. A lot of noise in here. The ironic thing about this is as soon as you tweak one thing, it tweaks everything, unfortunately, the further out you get. So we don't like to do that, but it does happen. Next time you see us, we're going to have a little spring in the air, and hopefully we have a wedding festivity going on here. We're back here at the Home and Garden Show here, and now what you're seeing is everything completed. As we walk through this, we've seen a couple of water features that is one of my specialties that we like to do at Ohio Valley. And you'll see a little bubbler that we, I think the last time we got together, we were grinding, and now you'll see it's all together now, bubbling away, and we added a little moss around it, and it's working perfectly. And then there's a really large water feature that has about 9 different cascades coming off of the walls, and everything's working beautiful now.
I knew that this was a wedding and we had to really decorate it spectacularly. So I've been accumulating wedding accessories all summer, basically starting from June till now. And I had boxes and boxes of wedding accessories piled up in our conference room at work. They brought them all down here, and I spent 2.5 days unpacking the boxes and placing and replacing everything until I finally just had to make myself stop. Originally, I had this drawn out as having 2 farm tables because I wanted a massive wedding table. Well, all the tables were brought in on Wednesday and placed there, and it was terrible. So I had to have everything sent back and do it on a slightly smaller scale, which does happen all the time in these gardens because you're designing it for a structure that hasn't been built yet. So we just have to leave a little room for error, which is fine. It all worked out great. But there's a lot of different areas of this garden. There's the wedding feast table. There's a little bride and groom garden that had to be placed, a little lounge area for, bar guests. So all these little areas had to be decorated and thought out. I just love the chandelier that we made. We actually took down that tree, had it milled, stained the wood, made the glass bottles, and I love how that reflects on the wedding table setup. So I probably would say that's my favorite.
The team did a fantastic job, as I say, putting those puzzle pieces back together. And it was fun to sit there and watch the camaraderie, the teamwork, and the hard work that they did to do this. It's a lot of work it takes to do it.